Different fora, you have acknowledged the fact that there is a decay in the aviation sector and in the industry rather. Tell us now, what strategies have you adopted so far to tackle it, and what is the progress report?
Good evening again, and thank you very much for inviting me on the show today. I think we've spent too much time talking about the decay, and it's time to start fixing, and that's exactly what we're doing. What is even more critical is the continuity that is required, meaning that wherever we stop, being the work or the good work of the Honorable Minister and, of course, of the agencies within the ministry, somebody needs to pick that up, which is the biggest challenge that we see. Is that once we have new administration, sometimes we tend not to continue or complete existing projects. So let me talk about the work that we're doing as opposed to what has happened, because I'm sure you heard me talk about that endlessly. I think the first thing is to block some immediate gaps, and we did that with minor rehabilitation works at a lot of our airports. I'm sure that if you've been a traveling passenger over the last 90 days, you will see that the airports are cleaner, they're friendlier in terms of the atmosphere. We've lit up some of those airports a lot more, and it's more spacious in certain areas. That is just the minimal that we can do in terms of interventions, at least to make sure that while we focus on the large infrastructure projects, and of course, rehabilitating some of the facilities, you're able to do that. If you fly through the domestic airport in Abuja, you would notice that there's a lot that has been done. If you came into that airport about 6 months to a year ago, it was dark. It was almost like the Hall of Doom. We've lit up that airport tremendously. We've opened up the space, the seating arrangements in terms of the facility, and of course, what we hear everyone complain about, which is the conveniences. So access or better access for people with disability, making sure that some of the elevators and the escalators are functional, making sure that things like the toilets are also functional, and really focusing on a lot of expansion works.
All right.